Alright, budget magic, Eldrazi, Aggro. Yeah, it's reasonable. Not perfect, but we get the Sledge Crawler into Ghostfire Blade start. Then we're just hoping to draw some lands to be able to back it up. And our opponent just runs out a Wild Slash. That's disappointing. Well, at least we drew a mountain. There's a Ghostfire Blade. Well, let's just Dominator Drone, I guess. Well, our opponent has all the crappy burn spells. No doubt about that. And we are not drawing the lands. Really needed that fourth land there. Preferably a mountain. But I think our odds of winning went down quite a bit by missing that land drop. Because now our opponent gets to counter our Duststalker. Yep. Oh, if we'd hit the lands, that wouldn't have happened. Pretty disappointed. Jace. Mountain? Well, let's Wild Slash the Jace. Endless 1x3. We're not out of it yet, but we're not in great shape either. Opponent's going to dig. Treasure Cruise. Wasteland Strangler. Alright, well, guess we Duststalker. I think our opponent has a... the sacrifice. Mardu sacrifice effect. Can't think of the name of it right now. Crackling Doom. Yep. Crackling Doom. Well, we still get to hit for 3. We have a Strangler to take care of our opponent's next play, unless it's an Ojutai. Hangerback. And Hangerback. Another land. Well, guess we equip this up. Attack. Opponent takes it. And then we will Wasteland Strangler. I guess we kill the bigger Hangerback, putting a Jace into the graveyard. And then we'll move over the Ghostfire Blade. So our opponent going to start attacking? No. Well, let's Forerunner of Slaughter. Ojutai's command returns the Jace. Well, we're going to attack with both. Opponent's going to put everything in front of the Wasteland Strangler. Get a couple more tokens out of the deal. We will move over the Ghostfire Blade. Well, our opponent's going to flip Jace, and that allows them to flashback Crackling Doom, which is pretty annoying. Pitches a land, of course. Yep, flashes back Crackling Doom. Oh man, there's a real... Well, let's see what we draw. Our opponent's going to Treasure Cruise, exiling everything. We are an Exquisite Firecraft away from winning the game, or another fetch land from our opponent. Well, another Jace is basically a dead card. Let's draw something good here. Well, Vile Aggregate isn't the worst. It's big and it's trampoly. Keeps the pressure on our opponent. Our opponent's going to loot with the Jace. Ah, okay. Yes, I wasn't thinking that they could still loot. We're really, really close. We're like a land away. Assuming our opponent doesn't have any big plays. Well, there's the land. Alright, let's attack our opponent. No blocks. Ingest a Flooded Strand. And I guess we passed the turn. Opponent digs through time. We would really like a Wild Slash or something, because we're to the point of killing our opponent, but we're one instant or sorcery away from making our Exquisite Firecraft uncounterable. And that's a big deal. Valorous Stance kills our creature. Mantis Rider. Flips Jace. Tormenting Voice. Actually, I think this is improving our odds of winning. The fact that our opponent is tapping down so dramatically. Have they played a land this turn? I actually don't remember. If they have, then I think we're guaranteed to win. Even if they haven't, I think we got it, because we can sack Blighted Gorge. Yep. Whoo! Dragon Master Outcast, fine with me. We got the Exacxies. They're tapped out so they can't counter our Exquisite Firecraft. So we just need to sack this Blighted Gorge, targeting our opponent. Do not redirect. Puts our opponent to 4. Untap. Exquisite Firecraft for the win. Whoo! Taking down Jeskai Black. That was a close one. Yeah, so Jeskai Black could bring in Roast as more ways to deal with Hangerbacks and Jaces. Wasteland Strangler is a very good one for that. What would we get rid of? These are 2-drops. Maybe Wild Slashes and Exquisite Firecrafts and Stranglers are enough. Maybe we just run it back. Oh man, we got a tap land, but... Aye. Well, we'll see. Ooh, we drew Swamp. That's good. We just really want to ingest something. If we can ingest something and turn on these Stranglers, our hand is really good. And I think we're going to get to ingest something, because it's unlikely they block and just give up their Hangerback right here. So we'll ingest Surge of Righteousness. Our opponent apparently didn't get the message that all of our cards are colorless. So we'll just play... Actually, do we even want to do that? We should have just pumped Sledgecrawler. What removal do they have? Valor Stance. Yeah, we don't want to play Endless 1x2, I don't think. Opponent cracks Delta. Is it Jace time? Another Hangerback. Well, let's attack with Sledgecrawler, see what our opponent does. Lets it go. That's fine. We wanted another card exiled, because now we get to Wasteland Strangler, kill the Hangerback, putting this wonderful Surge of Righteousness in the graveyard. Alright, they get a couple tokens, but we get through Hangerback number 1. Tap land for our opponent, Dragon Master Outcast. Ooh, Wild Slash. That was a good draw. Well, I think we attack with both, see what our opponent does. Well, we're going to get to clean up some stuff. Yep. Pump that up. They pump up their hanger back so they get some more tokens. So we're plowing through slowly but surely. And now we're just going to Wild Slash the Dragon Master Outcast Bloodfell Caves. Alright, made it through 2 hangerbacks and a Dragon Master Outcast. Oh boy, if this is an Ojitai though, that's bad news. No, it doesn't look like it. Well, I think we're just going to play Endless One X4. Actually, no, let's play X3. Let's play Endless One X3. That way it gets around Valorous Stance and Wild Slash. Ojitai's command's annoying. They get back Dragon Master Outcast. The good news is, unless they have another Ojitai's command, we still get to kill it before they start making dragons with Wasteland Strangler. So hopefully it's not double Outcast. That would be bad. Do we draw a land? A land would be fine. Forerunner of Slaughter. Do we want to attack? I don't think so. I think we just Wasteland Strangler. Oh, they really have double Ojit. Well, that's pretty much game over then. Double Ojitai's command. Not much we can do about that. Well, I guess we can wait another turn, but I don't think we can beat a 5/5. And Treasure Cruise, alright. Well, that was good running for our opponent. Guess we can bring in the Murderous Cut over a 3-drop, maybe a Vile Aggregate. Let's try that. That gives us one more out to those annoying 2-drops. We get to play first. Hand's not great, although Wild Slash isn't bad. Vile Aggregate seems like a card that they have a tough time dealing with. Another Dominator Drone. Well, I guess the plan is Vile Aggregate into double Dominator Drone and hope that that gets us there. Dragon Master Outcast. Well, I guess we kill it. Ooh, Firecraft isn't bad. Well, let's Vile Aggregate. Dragon Master might have just been a bait spell for a future Jace. In that case, we would probably have to spend an Exquisite Firecraft on the Jace, which isn't exciting. Is this a Mantis Rider, maybe? Mantis Rider. Alright, let's see what we draw here. Anything? Another Swamp. Alright, let's just Dominator Drone. And then we're going to attack. They might be afraid of a Wild Slash and not block. Alright. They called the bluff. That's fine. Might as well try it. It's a free attack. What do they have? 4-drop of some kind? Or are they just preparing for an Ojitai's command? There's the attack. What do we draw? Anything? Another Swamp. Still not great. Well, guess we run this Dominator Drone out there. There's Ojitai's command that we expected. Well, let's attack with both. Opponent pulls off the same block. We get to ingest a Valorous Stance. Yeah, we're flooding a bit. 6 lands is a little too many for us. Opponent attacks with both. Well, Wasteland Strangler is a decent draw. Wasteland Strangler. Do they have another Ojutai's command? Like always. Well, let's Exquisite Firecraft the Manus Rider and attack. I mean, I think our way of winning is killing our opponent before their dragons come down. Get a Jace and the third Ojutai's command. There's the land. They play Jace. Attack for 1. They don't attack for 1. We draw a big endless one. Well, we're running it out there. X6. Really? Well, our opponent had every single Ojutai's command on the top of their deck. That's pretty insane. So they had 3 Ojutai's command in hand, and we exiled 1. And because of that, it looks like we will lose. They even get to flip their Jace. Well, I guess the moral of that story is, if our opponent has more than one Ojutai's command, it's rough. We won game 1 easily. We should have won games 2 and 3. We would have won both of games 2 and 3 if our opponent just didn't happen to have double Ojutai's command. So I think they got a little fortunate. I think this is actually a fairly good matchup for us. Their removal doesn't line up with what we're doing. We have answers to their threats. But they just had very good hands. Like, their one card that really mattered, the card that kept us from 2 for winning them and winning the game, they had 2 or 3 copies of in their hand. And most games aren't going to be like that. Like, odds are you have 0 in your hand, or best case you have 1 in your hand. But having 2 or 3 Ojutai's commands 2 games in a row, definitely beating the odds there. So that's what happened basically. But I felt like we should have and could have won that matchup if our opponent was slightly less fortunate. But that's how Magic goes.